The 1.7 CDTI and its earlier DTI-TD iterations, internally known as the Isuzu Circle L or engine code 4EE2, is widely considered one of the toughest, most unkillable small diesel engines ever sold in Europe. While General Motors handled the branding and dropped it into millions of Opel, Volvo, Chevrolet, and even Honda models like the Honda Civic European. From the late 90s to the mid 2010s, the engine's mechanical blueprint belongs strictly to the diesel expert at Isuzu. To understand the Isuzu diesel engine 4EE2, we need to talk about the basis that was its predecessor, engine code 4EE1. Engineering work started in 1990 with the Isuzu Gemini. It's a turbocharger and intercooler version that formed the basis for the common rail direct injection 4EE2 diesel engine used by Opel. In the late 90s, the Japanese company Isuzu, which was known for their efficiency of its diesel engines, collaborated with General Motors on a new diesel engine for the European market for Opel and Volvo. For this purpose, it opened a new plant in the city of Tychy in Poland called Isuzu Motor Polska. The engine blocks were supplied from Japan. By May 2004, after about 5 years in production, Isuzu Motors Polska had built 1 million 4EE2 engines. At the time the engine was developed, General Motors owned a 49% share of Isuzu, but later dissolved its stake and reacquired a 12% share for $80 million in exchange for exclusive rights to what they named the Cycle L engine. So this wonderful innovative 4EE2 engine kept the dimension of the 1.7 4EE1. The main differences were in the DOHC camshafts and direct injection. The first engines mounted a simple direct injection and met the Euro 3 standards, while the later engines met Euro 4 and used common rail injection technology. The 1.7 Circle L common rail engines were the first common rail engines used in Opels. 60% of the components for the production of the engine at Isuzu Motors Polska came from Germany, as well as the aluminum alloy for the manufacture of the cylinder head. The Polish plant was responsible for the construction and the development of the valve train. The block, however, arrived in Tychy, already built by the Isuzu factory in Hokkaido, Japan. The only visible difference between the versions is the relocation of the oil filler cap from upper right Honda 2003-2005 engine type 4EE2 100 horsepower version 5-hole injection nozzles to lower right, then to lower left corner of the engine used in Opel engine types A17DT, A17DTC, A17DTE. The early version used 5-hole injection nozzles. The latest has 7-hole injector nozzles for better emissions and fuel economy. Unlike many modern passenger car diesels that feature lightweight but fragile aluminum engine blocks, Isuzu designed the 1.7-liter with a heavy-duty cast iron cylinder block paired with dual overhead cam DOHC 16-valve aluminum head. It was built like a downscaled commercial truck engine, which explains why it easily surpasses 300,000 to 400,000 kilometers with basic maintenance. The cast iron was made out of pure commercial grade durability DOHC 16-valve aluminum head. It provided efficient breathing and high thermal threshold, while the Denso, or in some versions Bosch injection, was industrial strength fuel delivery. The engine evolved significantly to stay ahead of the tightening European emissions regulation, though the structural core remained the same. The first generation 1.7 TD DI in the early 2000s had a fuel system based on direct injection rotary pump. The key characteristic, it was loud, cluttery, underpowered, around 65-75 horsepower, but practically bulletproof mechanically. Common models were Astra G, Corsa G, Opel Combo. The 1.7 CDTI Euro 4 emission standards from the mid-2000s used common rail direct injection fuel system technology. It introduced a variable geometry turbocharging VGT that jumped the power to 100-125 horsepower. It gave smooth power, great highway fuel economy, around more than 50 miles per gallon. Common models were the Astra H, Corsa D, Meriva A. Then the latest evolution, 1.7 CDTI EcoFlex, post-2010, following Euro 5 emission standards, fuel technology, common rail plus DPF filter. Its power maximized up to 130 horsepower with 300 nanometers of torque. It was fitted with diesel particulate filters to meet strict eco laws. It was found in Astra J, Opel Mokka, Zafira B. Why enthusiasts and mechanics love it? Incredible frugality. It is an absolute fuel miser. On highway commutes, cars like the Astra H or Corsa D equipped with this engine regularly return between 50 to 60 miles per gallon. Torque-rich performance. For its size, the mid to late generations pull incredibly hard, offering up to 300 Nm of torque. It made small hatchbacks feel punchy and gave compact estates plenty of towing capability. No overheating tendencies. The heavy metal architecture and oversized cooling capacity meant these engines rarely suffered from warped heads or blown head gaskets, unlike competing designs. The few flaws, what to watch out for. No engine is completely perfect. While the mechanical core of the Isuzu 1.7 is indestructible, the accessories and electronic bolted on over the years can act up. Denso ECU solder cracks, early CDTI. The engine control unit ECU on certain older models was placed in a spot exposed to heat and vibration, occasionally causing internal solder joints to crack. It presents as a random cutting out, but is usually easily repaired by an auto electrician. Oil pump pulley bolt. On some Euro 4 models, the oil pump bolt could work its way loose over time, causing an oil leak directly on the timing belt. Experienced mechanics always check or replace this bolt during a standard timing belt service. The Euro 5 DPF Blues. The post-2010 variants are incredibly clean, but like all modern diesels, if you only drive them on short, cold city trips, the diesel particulate filter, DPF and AGR valve will clog up with soot. This engine needs regular highway runs to clear its throat. So, this Isuzu designed 1.7 CDTI isn't the quietest or most refined diesel engine ever built. It retains a distinct industrial agricultural rumble at idle. However, if your priority is a cheap workhorse that will start every single morning, return spectacular fuel economy, and outlast the chassis it's bolted on, It is easily one of the best automotive collaborations of its era.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your